Number 4, Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Education. Does she stand by her statements, quote, "I'm satisfied public money was spent in an appropriate way," and, quote, "there were no instances of TPO using money inappropriately," end of quote? If so, why has she referred Te Pātaka Ohanga to the Serious Fraud Office?
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr Speaker, I stand by my statements based on the findings of the Ernst & Young report, where they said, quote, "We did not identify any instances of Te Kohanga Reo National Trust providing public funding to Te Pātaka Ohanga," close quote. Te Pātaka Ohanga is not the responsibility of ministers of the Crown. As owners of the private company that is Te Kohanga Reo National Trust Board's responsibility, I've done my job. The Trust hasn't done theirs. That is why I have referred the matter to the SFO. The public wants answers, and so do I.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Nanaia Mahuta.
What portion of the approximately $92 million paid by the government to Te Kohanga Reo National Trust in the last financial year was paid by the Trust to Te Pātaka Ohanga for kaupapa funding, and was this transaction identified in the Ernst Young report?
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr Speaker, I will quickly check whether that was. I don't recall off the top of my head what proportion those services were. What? Page 20. Well then, yes, obviously the answer is yes, that the...
Order. Order, allow the Minister.
I was going to speak to the question, which was what proportion. I know the amount, which is just under 4 million, but I don't know what proportion that is of 92 million. So yes, actually it is different. It's $3.7 million.
Thank you, Minister.
Order.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Does she consider that kaupapa funding is derived from her ministry and is therefore public funding that goes to Te Pātaka Ohanga?
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr Speaker, I'm relying on the Ernst Young report, which said, quote, "We did not identify any instances of Te Kohanga Reo National Trust providing public funding to Te Pātaka Ohanga."
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Why is it that the Prime Minister recognised in relation to Te Pātaka Ohanga that, quote, "This is the spending of taxpayers' money and the integrity of that is important to every New Zealander," end of quote, yet she failed to recognise this when undertaking the review in October last year that didn't even address the allegations made?
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr Speaker, can I refer the member to the terms of reference that have been in the public domain since the 16th of October? Terms of reference number 6 establish what, if any, public funding provided to Te Kohanga Reo National Trust may have been provided to Te Pātaka Ohanga. It clearly demonstrates that I was absolutely interested in what was happening with public monies, as has been the Prime Minister, and that is why we commissioned an internationally reputable firm, Ernst & Young, to undertake this investigation, with making sure they did look at it because it's in the terms of reference, which is in the public domain.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Nanaia Mahuta.
How many times has she sought assurances that allegations towards Te Pātaka Ohanga have been addressed by the Kohanga Reo National Trust since the 14th of October last year?
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr Speaker, either through the Ministry itself, but certainly directly from me, many times, including as recently as Tuesday night, when we met to discuss the Ernst & Young report, and where they gave me assurances they would deal with the allegations relevant to them. I have done my part. They did not do theirs. As a result, I referred it to the Serious Fraud Office.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Honourable
My question was quite specific. I asked how many times had she sought assurances, and many times is not a number.
No, but it's a satisfactory answer. Question number 5, Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health and asks, what reports has he received about recent progress in the treatment of stroke in New Zealand?
Honourable Tony Ryan.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.